Vaush unambiguously showed that he had drawn child pornography saved to his hard drive. Multiple images of drawn child pornography. And that's just the thumbnails that were seen for the folders that happened to be shown. I've already gone over that in my last video on the topic on my second channel. So look at that. Ethan Klein also went over it for like 4 hours, going over all the clips, all the context, everything. So I'm not going to reiterate any of that stuff. We've gone over it more than enough. Vaush unambiguously had drawn child pornography saved on his hard drive. Drawn child pornography of horses raping children, no less. And this is a guy who has like a long and storied history of defending child pornography in really weird debate bro ways. It's a guy who has admitted on stream that he himself has masturbated to drawn child pornography before. And it's a guy who himself has said, and I'll play the clip in 1 second here, that people who are attracted to drawn child pornography are probably pedophiles. So here is Vaush directly saying that. So keep in mind, this is someone who was caught red-handed with drawn child pornography on their hard drive. And again, he could have more. We don't know exactly what he actually had because he didn't show it all. All we saw was the thumbnails, like 15 different images. Who fucking knows what else was in there and that he got off the hook because it didn't show up. But here is this guy straight up saying that people who are attracted to lolly, which is the like in-group term for drawn child porn, are probably pedophiles.
Okay, next question. Simulated child porn, lolly stuff?
I think it's pretty sussy.
What does that mean?
I think that if you have an interest in that sort of stuff, you should definitely be checking yourself as to why. You know, like the thing that really bothers me about this shit, apart from the fact that anytime you want to look at like hentai on a hentai site, you have to like negate the tag lolly.
What a normal people problem this guy has. What a completely normal everyday problem this fucking guy has.
And thus 50% of the site's content. The thing that bothers me is people who pretend there's no relationship whatsoever between like drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children.
Aha.
Of course there's a relationship between those things. Ridiculous to pretend otherwise.
Of course there is. It's ridiculous to pretend otherwise. Well, you had drawn child pornography on your hard drive. So you clearly have a pedophilic attraction to children, Vaush. It's ridiculous to pretend otherwise. I mean, I'm not going to go over the evidence, okay? Everyone else has done it already. I've done it for years now. Vaush has been terrified of like a big YouTuber finally going over this. And him showing his drawn child porn collection on stream was enough for Ethan Klein to go over it in a way that he could not possibly respond to. His response to it was fucking hilarious as well. Is there like a Vaush clip, Vaush Goblin? His defense was like, I didn't think they were children, officer. I thought they were goblins. And he goes, like, he talks about this in like such detail with like all this in-group terminology. It's clear this guy is fucking addicted to like anime child porn. It's insane. And Vaush's fans are all like completely insane. Like for one, they try to make it like about like the horse porn, which he also showed, which is weird, obviously weird as fuck on its own. And then they like try to defend him having the fucking drawn child porn. And they do everything except actually explain. Some of them outright defend it, but they do everything except actually address the problem, which is that this guy is clearly attracted to fucking kids. Like they're just like, oh, you're bad faith. How dare you attack this queer POC man? How dare you accuse him of being a pedophile when his community has lots of trans people in it? Therefore, you are saying that trans people are also pedophiles. Everything except addressing the actual facts at hand. Just making up whatever shit comes to mind.
But one of the two images from this lolicon artist, okay, to be clear, one of them flatly did not look like lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say it's defensive. I think that's bullshit. I literally went back and looked. The chick is like 6 heads tall. She literally, like, it's like, apparently the reason why people have said that is because it's a drawing of a VTuber. And the VTuber is usually drawn as a lolly.
Okay. He's talking about this like so confidently. Like, Jesus Christ.
But in that case, that's blaming me for a drawing that's not the drawing that was in there. So
So what? Like you had porn of like a child that was aged up or something. And you're like, I reject this. It's completely normal. God.
Completely
Can't you just
reject
like watch fucking Pornhub like a normal person, dude?
that line of logic. It just looked like a normal drawing. Cope, it's all okay or none of it is okay. What does that mean? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean when you say that. I don't like it's. This is exact. So this is one of the reasons why stuff like this is impossible to clarify, because even
It's
talking.
impossible to clarify because normal fucking people don't have drawn child porn on their fucking hard drives. How do you even respond to this insane shit?
About it comes across as like crazy defensive or whatever, right?
Yeah, it
But
does.
what else am I supposed to do? Let people like Ethan Klein lie and say that it was all like a folder full of lolicon? Or
I mean, you obviously can't prove it. But the fact the very first fucking image that showed up was fucking drawn child porn is more than enough for anyone else to think that you're a fucking insane guy.
just explain it, you know? Anyway, one of the two images just flatly didn't look like Lolly. I don't give a shit. Like cope, diamond, I just don't care. Like disingenuous shit.
I don't care. Disingenuous. You're a pedophile. You're a fucking pedophile, dude. Ian Kaczynski, aka Vaush, is a pedophile. He's attracted to children. It's that simple.
The other one is like
This
a
is the funny
threesome with
part.
2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so he just that's an admission that he had drawn child porn saved on his hard drive.
I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Shorts, I have no fucking idea what this means, but this guy's fucking addicted to pornography. This is a fucking perv. There's no fucking wonder that he has a history of sexual abuse. No fucking wonder.
Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
Your Honor, it was goblin porn. Your Honor, I thought the child porn was goblin porn. Please rule me not guilty now.
You'll have to entertain me for a moment on this presumed shared knowledge of how goblins get drawn in pornography. But you know how they're all like thick short stacks, right? That was the vibe that
I don't know that. I don't understand what the fuck you're saying.
got, because in the image, the girl that's shown has super thick legs and has like tits and a belly. So that's just the vibe I got. But now knowing that the artist is a lolicon, which I have been roundly reminded of, obviously knowing that it was intended to be a lolly drawing. So like that's how it is, right? It's a drawing, you get it without context.
So you're attracted
I know
to
that when I
children,
saved them,
Vaush. You're attracted to children, Vaush. You're a pedophile, Vaush. It's that simple. And the people who are defending him are defending a pedophile. Who are the people who are defending him? Keffels, for one. Keffels is a pedophile defender. I mean, we already knew that, right? Of course she's going to fucking defend Vaush no matter what. She's a pedophile defender. I wonder who else. Who else has thrown that hat into the defending drawn child pornography ring? Well, basically, like every single Vaush fan is having a complete meltdown over this. And they can't actually like explain how this is not definitive proof that Vaush is attracted to children. All they can do is like just be like, oh my god, I can't believe you do this. I can't believe, like Ethan Klein, for example, he went over this extensively. He went over all the context, he went over everything, and he's still like, you know, this is just drawn child porn. You can't have drawn child porn. That's not okay. And everyone's like, oh my god, Ethan, how could Vaush was friendly with you? How could you do this to him? Like, he's friendly with you, so that means you're like, you owe your allegiance to him for the rest of your life? Even when it's revealed that he has fucking drawn child porn on his hard drive? For these people, like, it's all about like having a network of people who defend one another. There's no logic to it at all. It's just defend each other no matter what. Who else? I bet Xanderhall.
What's going on?
What about Shark Free Zero whatever? Did he defend Vaush child porn? Not that I can see. There's nothing on his video. There's nothing on his channel, rather. What about Xanderhall? I would assume that some of them are staying away from this because they realize how indefensible this is. Nope, nothing on Xanderhall's channel. It seems that this is so bad that even some of the usual Vaush orbiters are just staying quiet. Incredible. Like, even they know this is territory that you don't want to get into. I got some insane comments on my video about this. Like,
Hello, everyone.
I got comments on this saying that I was like a CIA agent because I'm trying to bring down Vaush, who's like the leftist god or something. Check out the comments. Man, I'm not a Vaush fan at all, but which part of this actually makes him a pedophile? Well, the fact that he masturbates to images of children, drawn or not, that makes you a pedophile, because a pedophile is someone who's sexually attracted to children. Glad I could clarify that for you. Vaush himself also said, this guy's like, come on, man, he only had drawn child porn, not actual child porn. Vaush himself has argued that drawn child porn, like attractions in drawn child porn, makes you a pedophile. So, yeah. And like all the actual pedophiles are here defending him. I don't like Vaush, but I see lolly stuff as artistic freedom. Yeah, artistic freedom to be a pedophile. People saying I'm alt-right. Like, if you don't like lolly pornography, you're alt-right. If you think it's wrong for you, if you think it's wrong to be attracted to kids, that's alt-right. This is the funniest comment. This is like a crazed Vaush fan going crazy. Shit like this is why we're headed for the camps and nuclear war, because of idiots online pedo-jacketing people. Pedo-jacketing, what a fucking word. What a fucking word, pedo-jacketing. Like, you're really stretching the boundary of these, like, terms when you use them to be like, come on, you can't call someone a pedo just because they had drawn child porn on their hard drive. When can you call someone a fucking pedo then? You're doing the CIA's work for them. Tankies are siding with the liberals again. Well, Vaush is a liberal. He went over this on his stream and even provided links. What did he go over on his stream? He had drawn child porn on his hard drive. There's nothing to talk about there. And then this guy goes on to say, there are literally adults with age regression kinks from both sides. Are we to say they're pedophiles for actually engaging in such content? No, of course not. Yes! What is an age regression kink? That's just like pedophilia, but calling it something else. Like, come on. No, I'm not attracted to children. I'm only attracted to 20-year-olds who regress in age to be children. Okay? It's very different. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking joking. Also, some people look at that animated content because that's how they process their trauma. Like he's saying, like, are you against drawn child pornography? So you're against abuse victims then, because they apparently love drawn child pornography? So I'm helping to start a nuclear war in the concentration camps because I'm calling out Vaush for having pedophilic content on his hard drive. Unfucking unbelievable. Vaush is a pedophile. It is confirmed. I didn't watch all of Ethan Klein covering this, but there was a part of it that was very funny where he's like a normal person and he engaged with the term pedojacketing for the first time ever. Well, he's not a normal person at all, but you know, he's not like in with the lingo of these communities that spend so much time defending pedophiles. And of course, Keffels came out to enthusiastically defend Vaush.
It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist.
So this is him going over a Keffels tweet after he called out Keffels for defending Vaush, who is a pedophile, after Vaush revealed live on stream irrefutably that he's a pedophile. So the context is that Ethan called her, was like, come on, why are you defending the fucking child porn guy? And this was Keffels' response, completely normal.
It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. First of all,
whoa,
I didn't say anything about trans people, and the fact that you even brought that up in this conversation is really fucked.
That's so fucking weird too. Like, a lot of these people, I honestly they seem to like be obsessed with using trans identity to like defend the indefensible. Like, you're not attacking them because their opinions is dog shit because they're defending horrible things because they are horrible people. No, the only possible thing is because they are trans. Like, they are, honestly, as a collective, they are on average pedophiles, white, racist, yet they like, you know, they're pedophiles who do racism from a position of whiteness and they defend themselves from a position of transness. And it's fucking disgusting.
Why are you? I feel like she's using her trans
identity. This is Ethan Klein, like one of the dumbest people alive, and he fucking wrecks them here. Like, he's completely right in everything he says here.
To run defense for a very valid criticism. I didn't say shit about trans people, and I would never. That's a position that I loathe.
How did trans people even get into the mix?
From this.
We
never mentioned it. It was
never discussed at all.
You want to talk about bad faith arguments? I mean, give me, you know what I mean? Give me a break. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are, and what is the shit pedo jacketing? These people have the funniest.
I've been saying this for like years now. What is pedo jacketing? At what point can you call someone a fucking pedophile, for one? And for two, why do you have a specific term for being accused of pedophilia?
Silliest, dumbest phrases for serious ass shit.
Another word I've never heard.
I didn't put on Friday. What's the jacket? Pedo.
Like, what does Vaush have to do before we can call him a fucking pedophile without it being pedo jacketing? He's already shown his drawn child porn collection on stream. What more do we need?
Jacket. We are already the target of that by the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. And again, it's this whole thing like, yo, we're leftists, so can you please not talk about my infatuation with cartoon CP? No, bitch.
Jacket off.
Lolly Hill. We got satellite imagery, man. I don't care. If you're left, right, center, goon, griper. She continues, I'm disappointed in
Oh, and like her entire argument, right? It's not an actual defense of what Vaush showed in his stream. because she knows she can't defend it. So her entire argument is like, how dare you talk about this? I was on your stream once and you said I was a hero. So that means like you can never say anything bad about me or my friend ever again. Even when he shows himself to be a pedo live on stream, you can't criticize us. These people are such fucking disgusting. Not just disgusting, but talentless. Talentless, knowledgeless, just so stupid, so sub-mediocre that they're even in any position where they can make money from YouTube is disgusting. Even independent of the pedo shit. That they would stoop so low as to defend Vaush's pedophilia, though. You know, it's like another level of demonstration of how useless they are, of how fucking horrible they are, of what, like, substanceless dumb fucks they are. Like, the point where someone shows a child being raped by a horse in a thumbnail on their stream and they have saved to their hard drive, that's the point where you abandon fucking ship if you have any self-preservation instinct.
Strange Productions. You had me on your show and called me a hero for fighting against a far-right stalker forum that made multiple people kill themselves. Now you are using out-of-context clips sourced from the same website to attack people. Do better, Ethan.
This is something a lot of these people do, right? Like, they can never talk about the actual content of what Vaush said. Now it's just like, look at the clips. No, the clips were made by Vaush. Vaush said these things and did these things on his stream. He's the original source of them. Doesn't matter who went and posted them somewhere else. Vaush did them. They're from Vaush. It's like someone else has also talked about this guy and said he's a pedo or whatever. Well, he is a pedo. Doesn't fucking matter. Like, they never actually deal with the content. They never deal with the substance. It's always like trying to guilt you by association or like appealing to identity or stuff like that. Or like, I was your friend. How could you do this to my friend or to me? No substance whatsoever. Cloud network bullshit.
Oh.
I didn't call you a hero for defending Vaush. I said I thought what you did was heroic going up against Kiwi Farms. Does that exclude you from criticism for the rest of my life? Of course not. Don't be dense. Moron. The only thing you're showing is what a fucking moron you are. Again, these people are obsessed with phrases like bad faith. These are bad faith arguments. They're not even logically consistent. It's just a fallacy to think that I owe you.
It's so nice to see, like, even though Ethan Klein is dumb, he's at least like a mildly normal person who's not he didn't grow up with video games or live streaming or watching like 12-year-olds live stream political debates. So he can at least see how stupid this is. It's the same shit that I've been saying for years, but from someone who like has an actual big platform rather than just a small one like me. Like, Vaush's shit has been begging like an actual big, remotely honest person to come and talk about it. His child porn shit. And now it's happened. And this is like the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. Is someone with an actual platform talking about it and being honest about it and actually looking at the evidence and being like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. What's wrong with you?
My lifelong allegiance because you called into the show once and I complimented you. Give me a fucking break, dummy.
I feel like they haven't even watched because
that's the other thing.
Saying you are using out of context clips sourced from the same website to attack people.
It's just they're on autopilot.
Did not happen.
They're in the Vaush.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't happen. Again,
that's a good point. They're like, they have like this set defense for the Vaush pedophilia allegations, and they've done it so much at this point they can't actually say anything else. Just like, bad faith. Nazi said this too. How dare you say this when we were friends once? I don't even know what to say. He's already saying I don't really need to add any commentary, do I?
I've said this so many times now, but we went through efforts to show the full context, which makes me think that her and Tips are both just they're on autopilot, which is sad and pathetic.
It's sad
because I've had such a good run of being good faith. Tip. Let's see. I responded to them. I said, who the fuck are these people writing, pun intended, for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? Am I losing?
Literally, yes. Pornographic drawings of children. Or a horse fucking a child. Of at least one other pornographic drawing of children. Who knows how many more he had on his hard drive that we didn't see? Who fucking knows? But just those two already is bad enough. After years and years and years of this fucking guy defending pedophilia, and then he did like a 180 to attacking pedophilia. He started like saying that, like what I showed earlier, that clip where it was like, I think if you're attracted to lolly, to drawn child porn, you better check yourself because I think that leads to pedophilia or it's very pedophilic and you probably have some sort of attraction to kids. He started saying that because he got so much pushback from his initial defenses of child porn. And then it comes out and it's like, oh shit, inconvenient for you now because it turns out you've got the drawn child porn as well. And what you said about it applies to you.
And I just showed them, the tweets I already showed you guys. Tipster responding, he says, yes, H3 Productions, you are losing your mind. You're being extremely bad faith. Can you stop saying that? Like, you genuinely don't know what that means.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Bad faith is when
These people, like that being bad faith, they're completely ignoring the actual substance of the facts and just like making pure emotional arguments as to why we should apparently just ignore the fact that Vaush, someone who has previously admitted to masturbating to drawn child pornography, showed his drawn child pornography on stream. It's the definition of bad faith. Avoiding the facts to just be like, oh, how could you say that about a trans person? How could you say that about Vaush? How could you say that he's a pedophile when trans people watch him? He is a pedophile because he's sexually attracted to children. And he's made that clear more than enough times at this point.
present an argument that you yourself don't believe to be true. That's how I would engaging in with bad intentions, with untruthful, unpure intentions. And I got to tell you, he says, now everyone is calling you out for it. I don't know what forums you're on, buddy. But if you're in a community where everybody's calling
everyone, these people live in such a fucking bubble, it's unbelievable.
Me out, then I have to say I'm suspicious of you. I'm even more suspicious of you. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that's what's happening, buddy. But if you want to tell me the names of all the peoples, I'd be happy to pass them off to the FBI if they reach out.
It's funny. This is like the only good video this guy's made in like 5 years. Dear God. But it's disgusting seeing all these people defending Vaush. He is losing subscribers, though he's lost a ton of subscribers. Let me bring up his social blade. So it looks like it's actually affecting him, which is weird because usually none of the disgusting shit that he does or says ever affects him monetarily. So if you look at his social blade here, he really gains very few subscribers given the size of his channel. But he started losing like 2,000 subscribers a day about a week ago. And it's been 2,000 a day, 2,000 a day, 2,000 a day. He's already lost 10,000 subscribers, which is quite a lot, given that he's a very old channel. So a lot of his subscribers are probably old. You know, my channel, like, it has never had a month of negative subscriber growth in its entire history. It has never, ever lost subscribers. To lose more subscribers than you gain is a massive anomaly if you're a channel that is like actively creating content. So this is huge. It's like, you know, this doesn't happen every day. He's clearly facing actual consequences of audience here, which is surprising because they're very fanatical. But what I wanted to say to finish up here is that the thing with people like Vaush is they don't actually do anything in terms of substance. They don't make good content. They don't provide good analysis. You know, they don't provide you with any sort of analysis that you can't just do yourself. So they rely on like giving that audience like a false sense of friendship. They rely on the parasocial connection. They rely on like making their audience believe that you're their friend or whatever, creating a personal attachment. And when your content is reliant on that, rather than the actual substance of it, rather than just you creating good shit that people actually like just on its own, when you're revealed to be a drawn child porn consumer, it kind of sours things because the entire point, you know, your entire brand is built on you basically manipulating children to thinking that you're their friend, that you're like a mentor to them. And that's kind of soured when it turns out that you want to fuck them. So a lot of them are jumping ship now. Like if you look at my channel, for example, the statistics here, it's like monthly gain subscribers. I have never gained less than 600 subscribers in 1 month. Vaush has lost 10,000. So it's not just that he's lost 10,000, it's that he's also lost the maybe 2,000 or 3,000 on top of that he would normally gain per month. That's a huge deal. That means something is fucking going on there. And for someone to unsubscribe from your channel, that also means that they are an active subscriber. Because a lot of subscribers on YouTube channels don't use their accounts anymore. They made a new account, whatever. So to lose 10,000 active subscribers is a huge deal as well. That's like 10,000 people who previously were potentially watching your videos every week. So this might finally be what has brought down Vaush. And it's disgusting that it took this long because the guy has done worse than this, honestly. He abused Puppy. He threatened an actual real human person with rape, which, you know, it's bad to have drawn child porn on your hard drive because that, as Vaush himself said, probably means that you're a pedophile. But he's actually sexually abused a human being before, at least one that we know of. Who knows how many others. And he just got off on that scot-free. No one ever covered it. I don't know if Ethan actually ended up covering the Puppy stuff. I hope he did, though, because it merits being covered. This guy has gotten off the hook for his disgusting shit for way too long. But yeah, I mean, I'm completely vindicated, obviously. The evidence pointed towards it before, but now you can say with 100% confidence, Vaush masturbates to drawn images of children. Therefore, Vaush is attracted to children. Therefore, Vaush is a pedophile. That's simple. And, don't forget, name and shame the defenders, like Keffels. They are drawn child pornography defenders. They are pedophile defenders. They defend Vaush, who is a pedophile. It's that simple. For them, the number one most important thing is that clout network with this fucking guy, because they know that like half of their audience has been leached off him, so they have to defend him to maintain their audience. They know that just like him, their content is dog shit. There's no reason to watch it for its own merits. So they have to defend him. They have built that audience, they have built that income off sucking this guy's cock. They have to keep sucking it. Otherwise, what are they going to do? They have no talents, they have no skills, they have no capabilities, they have no work history. All they have is making these shitty fucking drama stream videos. Or it's over and they're going to have to go get a job washing some fucking dishes or working in McDonald's. At the end of the day, it's the motivation for it. They have this financial incentive and they have nothing else to do with their lives. They are talentless, worthless hacks who produce garbage to the point where they have to defend another talentless, useless hack when he's revealed as a pedophile. Because they know that if they don't do that, they're going to lose their source of income, which comes from his audience. Fucking sad and pathetic. How did Vaush get away with this? For one, he avoided it. For example, he avoided talking to me because he knew that I would bring it up. For two, no big enough creator actually talked about it. And now that Ethan Klein talked about it, Vaush has his community's fucked. It's over for them. All they can do is try to ignore it and try to pick up the pieces that remain once it's over with. Because how do you defend that? How do you defend being caught with child porn in your hard drive and then arguing that you thought it was goblins, actually? I'm sorry, you can't. Yeah, bowl the fifth column. Someone big enough has to go after him. If I went after him, it wouldn't result in anything. He'd just ignore it. My channel's not big enough. Even though I got a couple 100,000 views, it's just not big enough. I think it's sad that Vaush's channel didn't die out because he makes shitty content with shitty opinions based on nothing but vibes. But I'll take his channel being destroyed because he's a pedophile. That's fine by me.